sure I'm not the only one that has looked at housing prices and apartment costs and come across Surprise, Arizona because it's quite affordable. You've looked at a map and you've maybe said to yourself, wow, Surprise is in the middle of nowhere. No way am I ever moving there. Surprise is west of the city of Phoenix. It's a little bit out there. It's in between, the 101 and the 303 freeways. The city of Surprise has a little over 118,000 residents now. Let's jump into all the reasons why Surprise, Arizona is the best place to move in 2025. First, the most obvious answer is going to be the housing. Surprise is one of the most affordable areas in all of Phoenix to live. There are so many new developments, new home builds, and there's also a luxury side of Surprise. You've got Sterling Grove and a couple other neighborhoods that are gated that you can find if you're looking for that luxury end price point. The first reason has got to be the affordability of Surprise and also just the potential for growth in home value. Phoenix is not going to stop growing anytime soon, and Surprise is going to be one of the hottest places to move in the coming years as the city starts to expand and it gets more crowded. People are going to start moving to the outskirts, and Surprise is exactly where that's going to happen. If you're interested in moving to Phoenix or Surprise specifically, I'm actually a realtor in the area and can help you look for a home. Please use my email or my phone number to contact me. I can also give you my Moving to Phoenix guide, which compares Surprise to some of the other metro areas in Phoenix. Just shoot me an email or send me a text and I'll send that right over to you. Along with the affordability and the potential for your home value to skyrocket are just the expanding developments happening in Surprise. We've already seen that there's a Costco in Surprise that has gone up. There's a couple other shopping centers that have gone up. And the next big thing is the Peoria Innovation Core, a master planned 10 square mile area for more residential homes, commercial properties, dining, shopping, pretty much anything you can think of, all being put in North Surprise in the Vistancia area. The city is investing $140 million into a capital improvement plan that pretty much invests into, the water, the sewer, and the different infrastructure items in the area to allow for all these new developments. They are also investing $1.5 billion into the school system up there and the different educational items that are going to come with the increased demand in this area. The city council also just approved plans for a new technology plant called Amcor. It's a Tempe-based company, and they're investing $2 billion into a new plant right up there in the North Peoria Surprise area that's supposed to bring over 2,000 jobs to the area. The new plant is going to be located at 5 North in Vistancia, which is a 320-acre mixed lifestyle and employment plant going up in the North Peoria Surprise area. As you can see, this area of the city is only growing, adding value to the home that you might own as this part of the city continues to add more and more attractions. The second aspect of Surprise, which makes it so attractive to people wanting to move to Phoenix, is just the family-friendly and safe environment that Surprise offers. This part of the city consistently ranks as one of the safest places to live in all of Phoenix and has low crime rates related to both the state and national average in the United States. Not only is it safe, but there is truly a sense of community in Surprise. Once a farm town, which has now grown into more of a regular suburb of Phoenix, it does feel more like a community and like a neighborhood than it does a city of Phoenix. People genuinely care about each other in this area. There is just a strong sense of community in Surprise. On a personal level, my wife actually works in Surprise, Arizona. We don't live there, but we live very close, so we're in Surprise all the time, and she loves it out there. We go to church in Surprise, and we love going to Surprise. We spend most of our time during the weeks in Surprise, and it's just been really great for us to get to know the area and the people in it. The next aspect of Surprise that makes it so attractive are just the amenities and the things to do in Surprise. Surprise is at the base of the White Tank Mountains, and so you'll never have a lack of things to do outside, whether it's hiking, pickleball. The Surprise Community Park is one of the best parks I've ever seen. It is a huge public park in the center of Surprise. It has tennis, pickleball, walking trails, different playgrounds for your kids. There is absolutely no lack of things to do in Surprise. There are a bunch of spring training stadiums out in Surprise. which brings a lot of people out there. So pretty much all of the spring, you can catch an MLB baseball game. And if you're into golf, there are a couple really good golf courses that are super underrated for the city of Phoenix, right in Surprise. Two of these specifically are Trilogy at Vistancia and Sterling Grove, two of my personal favorite places to play golf in all of Phoenix. Surprise is packed with amenities and things to do. Surprise sits at the base of the White Tank Mountains. It's actually a regional park, so there are a ton of really good paths to walk and hikes to do up in the White Tank Mountains. You can't talk about an area of Phoenix without talking about the weather as one of the positives. For about 8 months out of the year in Surprise, you're going to be living in some of the best weather in all of America. It's going to be about 70 and sunny with very little humidity for 8 months of the year. And you really can't go wrong with the weather out here in Phoenix. I know it gets hot in the summer, but it makes it all worth it for those 8 months where the weather is practically perfect every single day. You see the sun, you feel rejuvenated. I know personally for me, it has helped my mood. I no longer have the seasonal depression where the skies are gray and you don't see the sun for 3 or 4 months at a time. Being able to take advantage of this good weather out in Surprise is one of the biggest benefits. It's not that crowded. If you're a pickleball player, you can always find courts to play on. If you're a golfer, there's tee times available. If you're a tennis player, there's leagues. There's so many things to do out in Surprise that it's honestly the perfect place to spend those 8 months of the year with different activities and things to do in the community. There are so many things going up in Surprise, different retail centers and hospitals and healthcare centers where the job market in Surprise is absolutely booming. I read recently that over 10,000 jobs were supposed to be created in the Surprise regional area by 2027. For me and my wife, when we're ready to buy our first home, it's absolutely gonna be in Surprise. I don't think you can beat it with the things to do in Surprise, along with the prices right now that you can get a home for, paired with the growth that's going to be happening in Surprise in the coming years. Yes, there are some other areas of Phoenix that are more developed at this point. You got the Scottsdales, the Tempes, but I think there is so much potential in Surprise, and it'll be one of the biggest metro areas of Phoenix in the next coming years. If you are somebody that's considering moving to Phoenix and Surprise is on your list, I have a free Moving to Phoenix guide that I offer. Just shoot me an email or a text and I will send that right over to you. It just helps lay out, the differences between the different suburbs in Phoenix, and Surprise is one of them, to give you a better understanding of what it might look like to live there.